Hello, I'm Rosanna from Aurora Bootcamp and Aurora Vital Life, and I just wanted to show you the unboxing of the Synergy Microbiome Purify Kit and show you the products in there and talk you through a little bit about what's in them and how you would actually use them. So when it arrives, it will arrive like this in a box. It says on it Synergy Microbiome Purify, and it's nicely packaged. And then to open the box, you basically just undo the flap, and that's the products inside. So I'm going to go through each of the product in a little bit of detail in the order that you would probably use them in. So I'll start with the first one, which is the Body Prime. Now, Body Prime contains magnesium, also has apple pectin powder and apple pectin and prune powder. The magnesium is needed for basically energy within the body. So if you for use of muscles, this is excellent. And also the apple and the prune are both fibre, so they start the peristalsis within your gut. This is great for priming your system before you start the rest of the Purify kit, so I would advise to take this in advance of starting the rest. I actually took this for 5 days. There's a video later on down that you will see. I took this for 5 days before I started the rest of the Purify kit, and it's 2 capsules per day. There's actually 90 capsules in here, so not only does it last the 5 days plus the week of the Purify kit, but there'll be lots in here to take afterwards. Now, the second thing that you would take when you start your week after your 5 days of your magnesium is the Biome DT. Now, the Biome DT contains psyllium husk, broccoli, inulin, glutamine and zinc. The psyllium husk and the inulin are sort of oligosaccharides. They are fibre, non-digestible fibre, and what they actually do is these act as a sort of matrix for the gut bacteria to feed off of, and they allow the sort of proliferation, the growth of your gut bacteria. Also in here, as I mentioned, there's glutamine and zinc. Glutamine is an amino acid which is needed for a lot of essential functions within the body, and zinc actually is an interesting one. If you're deficient in zinc, you can have a lot of food cravings for salty and sweet foods. So zinc being in there is very good. There's also a whole array of other ingredients, botanical ingredients in here, which have various different functions. So that is a fantastic primer for your colon and for your bacteria to feed off. So that is your prebiotic. We'll then move on to the probiotic, which is your bioactives. Now, a probiotic is basically just bacteria, live bacteria that you add into your gut. So your prebiotic that we've talked about is the food. This is actually what's going to feed off the prebiotic. So this is Bacillus coagulans, which is a lactic acid producing bacteria. And what that actually means, basically, a lot of bacteria, when you take them as a probiotic, can't survive because they're broken down by the stomach acid. Bacillus coagulans is actually a spore forming bacteria, which means that it's not actually broken down by the stomach acid, so it gets into the gut where it needs to be, which is very, very important, because a lot of probiotics, even though they have so many billions of bacteria in, not many of the bacteria actually get to where they're needed. With this one, it will definitely get to where it's needed, and that will then feed off the prebiotic that you're also taking alongside. So that is 3 capsules per day, and there's enough in there to actually take for 2 weeks. So you take it for the week of the Purify, and then you can take it for a week afterwards. The next one is the Pro Arginine. Now, Pro Arginine contains arginine, and it also contains citrulline. Now, Pro Arginine gets broken down into a chemical called nitric oxide, but it only produces optimum amounts of nitric oxide in combination with citrulline, and it has to be the correct ratio. So the ratio that's in here of both of those products is correct to be able to produce the right amount of nitric oxide. As well as the arginine and the citrulline, it also contains a number of other vitamins from the C, D, B6, 12, K, etc. Now, arginine and nitric oxide production is very interesting. This product on its own is absolutely amazing. This promotes relaxation, or nitric oxide promotes relaxation of the blood vessels, which basically means much better blood flow, and there's an awful lot of consequences to that, one of which is reduction in adipose fat, which has been proven by clinical studies. Also, reduction in a lot of cardiovascular parameters and metabolic syndrome. So people with diabetes, people with high blood pressure, people with high triglycerides, cholesterol, etc., use arginine to reduce all of those and reduce metabolic conditions and metabolic syndrome. So arginine is a fantastic product. The other thing about arginine is that it's quite interesting, is that because it's a vasodilator, it's actually used as a natural product for erectile dysfunction in men, because it increases blood flow, as does Viagra. So it's used in that capacity also. So it increases blood flow throughout the body. Arginine is a fantastic product just on its own. And then the final product that we have is the, if I can get it out, is the Biome Shake. Now this basically has 20 grams of pea protein in. It's a plant-based protein as opposed to a whey protein, so it's lactose free. Also it includes a number of the fructose-oligosaccharides, which is the fibre. So it has a lot of fibre in, and it has a lot of protein in. This will help you curb your appetite. It will also give you lots of different vitamins and minerals. On the side you will see that it contains all sorts of different vitamins and minerals for general health, from the A, D, C, B1, B2, B12, etc. It also contains some zinc in there also. So you would take this 2 scoops of this once per day, and that will give you plenty of protein, but also it will help you curb your appetite. Now again, there's enough in here to actually tide you through for about 2 weeks. So you would use it during your purify for 1 week, and then if you wanted to continue with it every day afterwards, or just take it as a food supplement every now and again. So that is the Microbiome Purify Kit. So just to tell you how much of each you would take. So the Body Prime is 2 capsules per day. Again, remember you would take that beforehand, so you take that maybe 3 to 5 days before you'd start the rest of the Purify. And then you would take the Biome DT is sachets. The sachets look like this. This is actually pro-arginine, but the sachets look very similar to that, except they're purple on the back. And you would mix those with water, and you take 4 of those per day. And then the bioactives, which is the probiotic, you take 3 of those per day. And then we have the arginine. This is the sachet of the arginine. You would take 2 of these per day. What I tend to do is with the 2 pro-arginine, I mix it in water with the Biome DT. So twice a day I'll have Biome DT and pro-arginine mixed together with water, and the other 2 times the Biome DT I'll just take it on its own with water. You mix them all with water. And then finally the Biome Shake. It's 2 scoops, and you would mix that with water and take that once per day. It sounds a lot, and it is actually quite a lot. When you have all of these products for the week, you won't feel particularly hungry, but you do still need to eat a healthy diet if you possibly can, based mainly on plant proteins and seafood without meat. And I go into that in the book. It tells you all about the diet in the book and what you should be eating. But in the next video, just slightly down from here, I will actually tell you about my experience on the Microbiome Purify kit, and it's really very interesting. Thank you very much.